the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, welcome your host, Smiley J.
Hey guys, welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a safe and fun place for independent artists. Chit, chat, and music is what I do, and I am your host, Smiley J. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in with me and hanging out with me today. I hope that everyone out there is doing well and you're ready for to hear some good music. You know, I'm really excited because today's guest is a musician, an instrumentalist, and she also sings, and her name is Artaska. So she'll be hanging out with me in the next few minutes in the Artist Zone. So hang tight, don't move. You know, grab your drink or beverage or your snack, whatever it is, and just sit back and relax. You know, maybe you had a long day or a long drive from work, or maybe you're just working remotely and you're just tired. You're ready to power down that PC and just grab you some wine and hang out with me and today's guest. So yeah, I just want to say that, you know, the ladies have been doing a daggone thing. Now, I gotta say it. Over the last several weeks, I've had a lot of instrumentalists who happen to be women, and they are writing music and singing music and performing music and just doing a daggone thing. Now, no shade to my brothers. I know you guys are doing the exact same thing, but it's kind of special when I see a woman who is just doing it all. Because, you know, that's what we do. We wear many, many hats. Yeah, Whitney wrote a song about it, you know. Or was that Shaka? I think that was Shaka. Shaka did it first. Shaka Khan. So, let's go ahead and head over to Smiley's info segment. I don't really have much to talk about today, but I do want to, remind the seasoned artists. You know, I know you guys chop it up sometime with one another about the music business, but I want to encourage you to share some of your knowledge and wisdom with some of the younger artists who are just starting out in their career. You know, help them where you can. You know, some of those mistakes that you may have made, you know, lessons learned. Go ahead and share that, because that's what it's all about. Helping each other, you know, and sharing information and supporting each other. Now, if I had to offer some simple advice to new artists, I would just tell them to work hard and stay focused. You know, focus on your music and, whatever it takes to be an artist, just stay focused and know what your strengths are and just go ahead and hone in on those. Most importantly, I will say spend wisely. Spend your money wisely. Spend your money on the things that you need, you know. For example, you don't need to spend your money on a photo shoot if you don't have any music out. I mean, that just, doesn't make sense. You know, you can redirect those coins elsewhere. Also, hey, make sure that you have a professional EPK kit. Make sure that it contains all your information and all your links are active. And same thing with your website. You know, if you have your website, make sure it's nice and polished and professional. And if you're not good at those things, hire somebody. You know, we can't be a jack of all trades, although some of us want to be. And some of us are really good at being the jack of all trades. I'm not one of those people. And, connect with your fans. You know, connect with the people who are supporting you and like your music, and be able to handle your business. Keep up with your own business. And if you can't keep up with your own business, you're not good with that stuff, hire somebody that can, but make sure you trust them, okay? You don't want nobody running away with your money and, anyway, we'll save that for a show. I'll invite some artists on and we can talk about the business. But listen, whenever you decide to hire a team, just make sure that they know a little something about the music business. And also that they can represent you well, even right down to the person that's handing your merchandise. You know, make sure that they're friendly and warm and, courteous. So, I mean, that's important. You know, it's the little things that sometimes we miss, but those things are important. But most importantly, to all my new artists and my seasoned artists, have fun. Just make sure you have fun. You don't need to be perfect all the time, but you do need to have fun because none of us are perfect, although some of us think we are. Now, these are just some tips that Smiley's giving. There's other tips out there, but those are just my simple advice that I will offer to new artists. Have fun and focus. All right? So that's about it for today's info segment. Let me go ahead and talk about our guest today. Her name is Artaska, and Artaska is a violinist and a composer. She is classically trained and is known for her powerful and soulful voice, and of course her violin playing. It is impossible not to want to dance and feel good when hearing her grooves, and I can attest to that. Artaska hopes to infuse the world of her passion for music and her love of storytelling to give listeners an experience that they would never forget. Now, you guys know how we do here on the Smiley J Show. We welcome our guests. We get us some good energy. So wherever you are, I want you to stop what you're doing and let's welcome our beautiful and lovely guest, Miss Artaska. Hi, Artaska. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great. And you?
I'm doing well. So, first of all, I have a double congratulations to you. First on your newly released EP, Spontaneous, and then for making the Smooth Jazz Top 100 Network. You charted at number 48. You go, girl.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
That is awesome. And your project is doing very well, and I did download it and I absolutely love it.
Aww.
So, and I will be playing your song today later in the show. So you were classically trained at the age of 4. What seems to be the magic number for musicians. I mean, I've interviewed a lot of folks within the last several weeks, and 4 seems to be the magic number. So, were your parents also musicians?
Well, not really for my father. He was a preacher, but my mother played the piano, and she was a songwriter. She wrote a song for Maddie Moss Clark, so she was into gospel. So that was it as far as musician is concerned. And wait, no, my grandmother, I forgot about her. Way back in the day, she would sing, but it was gospel, and she wanted to be an artist, but she was born in 1911, and, back then it was a little different, but yeah.
Okay, so you do have those musical roots, I can see, where you got it. And you attended the Milwaukee Youth Symphony Orchestra.
Yes.
Wonderful. What other orchestras were you involved with? Because you were involved with other ones outside of the Maestro, right?
Yes, I had, oh my goodness. I just played in various little community orchestras, like, it was the J.O. Patterson Orchestra. That was with my denomination, Church of God in Christ. And then at church, I was a part of the Holy Redeemer Orchestra. And then I did several community orchestras, and I did I don't remember the name of it, but it was for, an award show. It was with the church, and we would play at another church, and we play at various events. So it was a few orchestras growing up.
Okay, good. So you that's wonderful. And now the Milwaukee Youth Orchestra it's one of the largest and most respected youth orchestras in the country. I mean, they have grown a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. And they recently had like a alumni event earlier this year. Were you able to attend that, or do you still keep in touch with a lot of the founding members and some of your classmates from back with the orchestra?
It's like every once in a while, we keep in touch. I'm no longer in Milwaukee, but prior to we would just meet up every once in a while. Right now, everything is just through Facebook, since the whole pandemic has happened. But yeah, every once in a while, we still keep in touch, when we're able to.
Good. That's wonderful. Cause I know that's like a really close knit, musical
yes.
group. So I want to let you know that, I listen to your music and it's just awesome. I love it. I like the fact, that you can totally groove out on one song And then the next song, you can like sit down and cross your legs and sip some wine. It just has that, I love it. You know how just, it transitioned from, popping your fingers to, okay, let me just chill and like, coffee. I really like coffee and the song Alchemy. And, I have a curious mind. So let me just ask you,
Mm-hmm.
I like to know the story behind the title of song. So
Okay.
is there a story behind, Alchemy as well as the title of your EP?
Yes. Okay. Let's see. I'll go with Alchemy. That's one of my favorite songs to play. The story behind that is, I don't know what happened. I heard that my husband, he does the production for our music. So the track behind Alchemy was similar to the one we did for Moonlight, which, was a vocal violin song. That one went to, a web series. And so one day I was just listening to the instrumentation behind Moonlight and I was like, oh my goodness, we need to create a violin song. I know it sounds epic and different, but I want to borrow from this track. And so he played it and I just started playing it. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's this magical song. I wanted it to be magical. I wanted you to just sit back, relax, and listen to it and, just relax. So that's what's behind Alchemy.
Okay.
Yeah. I just love that song.
And you know what? And you know what? It did just that. Everything that you just said, it did just that for me, Cause like I said, I went from spontaneous and then I listened. I'm like, okay, I'm digging this. I'm winding down. This is cool. So yeah.
Oh, I'm glad it did what I wanted it to do.
Yes.
Spontaneous. We decided, okay, can the violin play funk music? Is it possible for that to happen? The only time, well, let me rewind back. I did street performing last year because I wanted to try something with no rules. So I challenged myself. I said, I'm going to go out there and street perform. Yes, I love going on stages and performing and everything, but when you perform at a festival or anywhere else, everything is tracked and timed and you can't really be, you have to just have everything perfect. So street performing, you don't have to, and that has always scared me, though I've been playing since I was little. So I did that, and I remember getting a little funky on the violin just randomly. I don't know how that happened. I saw how people responded. I was like, who is this person playing? That's not me. So with Spontaneous, I said, okay, let's borrow from that, and let's create a track that sounds funky. And that's what happened with Spontaneous. I heard the melody, da, 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 and I don't know where I got that from, and I just started playing it. And that's what happened. That's how Spontaneous happened. And I named it Spontaneous because I feel like that's exactly how I've always lived, in a spontaneous way, just doing whatever comes to mind. I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's what I do.
You know what? It's all good. It's all good. It's free flowing and, and it moves you. And you know what? Spontaneous is like, I had it like on repeat.
Oh, wow.
Because it's funky. It's got that funky vibe. And I know my listeners are going to absolutely enjoy it when I play it later today.
Oh.
Yeah. You did it. I mean, that's why it's on the charts, because it's got that funky groove. It's number 48. So hey, I'm not the only one that felt that way. The numbers don't lie. Excuse me. So you absolutely have a beautiful voice. I'm like, your voice is beautiful, and it has often been compared with Billie Holiday, which is a high compliment. I love the song You. I know that earlier this year, you did some live quarantine and chill performances, which was really cool. You did it for your fans. And I heard you sing. I'm like, gosh, she has such a beautiful voice. So, sometimes people, they forget that instrumentalists, they have voices too, and you use your voice on your project. And I just wanted to compliment you on that.
Thank you.
And will you be doing more vocals? on your future projects?
On the future projects, I would like to do more vocals. Hopefully that happens. But yeah, I definitely would like to, because I do miss just, songwriting and just creating whatever flows. So hopefully.
Good. Now, your music was featured, your music was on Centric TV and also featuring some web series. Now, you want to tell us about that?
Yes. Let's see. I don't want to say the wrong year, but I want to say 2016. It went to a web series, Everything I Did Wrong in My 20s. I love that web series. It's by Kim Williams. She's a great friend of mine. We became friends after she did that, but it was like that went on to Centric TV, to Centric has Clio TV. That's the name of the station with Centric. I don't know how that whole deal went through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's on there now, if I'm not mistaken. And I did another web series. The name of it is called Side Chicks. I just remember I had just given birth.
Okay.
And my husband came up to me and he was like, "Hey, so you're making a new web series." So forgive me if I say that wrong, but I literally had just given birth when he told me that. So
wow.
That was like in 2017. So yeah, those are the web series that I know of that I can name properly that the music is in. And that was the album Coffee, the music from Coffee, as well as yeah, those were all on the web series.
And to my listeners, you got to catch up on all of Artaska's music because it's just Coffee. I kind of started back and came forward, but yeah, you got to check out all of her music. I want to ask you on the web series. Now, did they like kind of find your music? Did they find your music, or did you submit your music directly to the producers?
I reached out. I was watching like Everything I Did Wrong in My 20s. I was watching it and I was like, wow, I really would like my music to be featured in the show. So I just reached out, and then they went and decided what songs were going to work and what songs didn't. And the other one, Ian, my husband, he had reached out for the other web series as well.
Okay. Well, good for you. So you got it right. You got it right. I don't know how old you are, but you got it right. You reached out and you were assertive. So good for you. And I'm glad that they received it and they liked it,
Yes.
So, you have some really neat merch that I want to talk about. You have the t-shirt. I want to get the t-shirt, but she has a t-shirt that says yoga, coffee, and naps. I love that. I love that. Now I just need the coffee replaced with tea because I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love the smell of coffee. So, can we get a remake? Can we do like a scratch through where the coffee is and put tea?
I might do that. I actually asked that question on my Facebook stories. I was like, what do you drink more, coffee or tea? Majority said tea. I said, oh. Thank you for the suggestion. All right.
But you know what? I'm going to rock that. I'm going to support it because, that's what this platform is all about, supporting indie artists. But I did like that sweatshirt. So I said, I'm going to have to get that, So, like I mentioned today, I will be playing Spontaneous, and I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and keep doing what you're doing because you're making a lot of good noise around the music industry. And, hopefully you have gained some new listeners and fans from the show. But before you go, I want you to tell the fans how to get at you where they can follow all that you do and download some of this good music.
You can follow me on all social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at Artaska Strings. And you can go to my website to get music and merch, artaskastrings.com. Oh, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Artaska Strings. Sorry. Forgot about my YouTube channel.
No. Go ahead. Get it out. Go ahead. Say it again. Make sure I get it.
Make sure that you go to artaskastrings.com to get music and merch. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/artaskastrings. And follow me on all social media sites at Artaska Strings.
Perfect. Do me a big favor.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and spell Artaska for my listeners.
It's spelled Artaska.
Perfect. Perfect. You guys make sure you check out Miss Artaska's music, and you won't be disappointed. I can assure you of that. So I want to thank you for hanging in the zone today, and I wish you well in all that you do. And I'm going to be watching you. I have your music, and so make sure you come back.
Yes, I would love to. And thank you so much for
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wait, before you go, I know that you were doing some live performances, during the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Are you still streaming performances, or do you have anything that you can announce to the listeners in case they want to check you out?
Yes. I do plan to do another live performance this year. I know with Facebook it's kind of weird with their new rules, if you can or for how long, but just in case, follow me, sign up to my email list on my website. So when I do have it, I can say, hey guys, I'm live, but go to my Facebook page. I am going to do another performance on Facebook this year for sure.
Yes, absolutely. So Artaska, again, best wishes to you. Continue doing what you're doing. I love it. And be sure to come back.
Yes.
Hey, this is Al Seaforth, and you're in the Smiley J Artist Zone.
All right. It is that time. Yes. Everything must end. But it's okay because I will be back next week, same time, same place. Just make sure that you guys come back and hang out with me. I want to thank our special guest, the lovely and talented Miss Artaska. Be sure to follow Artaska on her social media pages. Also, download her new EP, Spontaneous. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. And also, just a quick recap, I want to just remind our artists that's been in the game a little bit. You know, you've been around a minute and you kind of know the business and you've been there, done that, but you're still learning. Be sure to pass down some of that wisdom and knowledge to some of the younger artists who are just starting out in the game, because advice is free. You know, we all can use it sometimes anyway. But go ahead and share what you know, because we know that sharing is caring. Until next time, guys, you be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music, because your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out. You guys be good.